Cheers, Hannah and Nisha who aren't here.
Hey guys, it's Hannah. Welcome back to The Vegan View. Don't worry, Nisha and Nicole will be here too. It's not just me today.
Today we're going to be doing a new items at Trader Joe's taste test. I don't know if they're new. They're new to us.
Not gonna lie, this is very strange to do without Nisha and Hannah by my side because these are some of our favorite videos to film together just as friends because we end up having such a good time.
This feels really lonely. I don't like it.
I'm really excited though because this is the first taste test we have not done together, so I feel like it's going to be interesting to see how we rate certain things.
We will not be able to influence each other's decision because sometimes, you know, I am susceptible. I have heard someone rate something a little higher, a little lower, and it has influenced my taste buds.
Okay, so first up we have the Trader Joe's plant-based patties. They have 18 grams of protein per serving, and the main source of protein and the first ingredient is pea protein.
I did not want to try these. They look like cat food.
First, I'm gonna try it on its own.
It still looks pretty like pink.
It smells just like a Beyond Burger.
It smells like a Beyond Meat patty, or it reminds me a lot of like a McDonald's or Burger King patty.
So let's give it a shot.
The smell.
I think the flavor of the burger itself is actually really neutral, and the main flavor that I'm getting is that charcoaly grilled flavor. It is a little bit chemically, but that's like the main strong flavor. So I feel like texture wise, it's pretty good. It doesn't necessarily taste like a burger as much as it tastes like grilled meat, if that makes sense. So I feel like if I put this on a burger with other toppings and ketchup and all the things I would normally put on a burger, it would be very burger-like. On its own, it kind of just tastes like a grill. You know what I mean?
It's nice and crispy on the outside. It's definitely a little mushy on the inside. I feel like the Beyond Burger and the Impossible Burger have a little bit more texture. I mean, there's texture, but it's still like pretty mushy.
I don't think it's horrible. It's definitely not my favorite. It's not like deliciously meaty, like, you know, when you bite into like an Impossible Burger.
Okay, so I made like a little burger with veggies, pickles, ketchup. So let's try it with that and see if it tastes any different. It's good. It's really good. Tastes like a burger. I feel like you could give this to a friend and they would never, I feel like you could give this to a non-vegan and they wouldn't think like, oh, that's a vegan burger for sure. Like it tastes really good.
What would I give it? I think I would give it, I hate most plant-based burgers, so I'm going to be giving it a 6. It's just a little bit before meh. I don't think it's like atrocious tasting, but it's definitely not something that I would be like, oh boy, I can't wait to sink my teeth in. Can't wait to buy it again. It's just like I know it's there, and if I need it, I can use it.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try it with some ketchup. I don't have any like burger buns or anything like that, otherwise I totally would have tried it like that, but I have a feeling that even just with a little ketchup, it'll taste more like a burger. Yep. I'm gonna give that a 7. I think the texture is really nice. I like that the outside gets a little bit crispy and charred and the inside is not mushy like a lot of vegan burgers can be mushy sometimes. I think this one is soft in the center, crispy on the outside, and very burger-like in terms of the texture. The only flavor I'm really getting from it though is like smoky charredness, and so I feel like in order to make it taste really good, you would have to do all kinds of like burger toppings and cheese and stuff like that, but it's not bad. So I'm giving it a 7.
Okay, next we're gonna be trying, these are the cheddar style slices.
They are made from cashew cheese. I honestly don't have the highest of expectations because I'm not a big fan of Trader Joe's vegan cheese.
I noticed when I opened the package that they're sliced a bit thinner than like the Follow Your Heart or the Violife slices, and they're a little more like delicate, I found.
They smell bad. I feel like a general rule for most plant-based cheese is like, don't smell it.
So I'm gonna try it on its own first, and then I'll try it in the burger.
No. No. No, 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 no.
Oh.
I actually really like the flavor a lot.
No, no, no. I really wanted to like it because I feel really grateful that they're making an effort to put more vegan products out there.
But the texture is not, that's not it.
I despise, I loathe the texture.
I just feel like this is what people think of when they think of vegan cheese, that it's gonna be really mealy and it's gonna have a funny texture. It's gonna be kind of powdery and dry.
It is super powdery.
I'm a cheddar gal. I love cheddar cheese. So I really, really like that. I wouldn't like eat it plain though. Like some vegan cheeses, like Field Roast Chow and Follow Your Heart, I can eat those slices plain, no problem. But I wouldn't like eat that plain out of the fridge.
It's very bland and tasteless. Like a cheddar, I would expect it to be salty and sharp and tangy. That is none of those things.
I'm gonna give it a 1 because I don't like it. I don't think that it's the best vegan cheese on the market. It's not even comparable. There's so many other ones that are better.
It tastes like nothing. I don't like it. I hate it. No. A 1. I hate it.
Let's see how it melted on the burger.
I'm going to try it though, because I did go ahead and melt some of it on the burger.
It did melt pretty nicely on the burger, so I'm gonna try this now. Wow, that's a huge difference. I take back everything I said, not everything, but melted is a game changer. It is so much better. The texture is so much creamier. It melts really well. It just tastes like a completely different product, actually.
That's good. I feel like it melted decently. Like, I'm happy with that.
Okay, I hated that. I don't like that.
I think it made the burger better too. I'm gonna say if you're going to use this as a melting cheese on a burger, that I would give it a 6. Not my favorite still, I think there are so many, but it's really good. The texture is really creamy, and it's kind of somewhere, like when it's melted, it's kind of somewhere between a sliced cheese and almost like a thin layer of a cashew creamy cheesy sauce, which I love.
Yeah, I would give that like a 7 out of 10. It's not the best vegan cheese I've ever had. It definitely like has flavor, but like it doesn't, like there's other vegan cheeses that you can eat without cooking it and it still tastes good. This one you kind of have to melt it for it to taste good. Like it's got a very powdery consistency if you try to eat it on its own without melting it first. So I wouldn't recommend that. But melted on the burger is good. And I would definitely buy that again. I would definitely make this as a burger again and be satisfied. It's definitely very good together. So yeah, I feel like they did a good job with that. I'm happy with that.
Oh my gosh. If I'm the only one who hates this, I'm gonna feel like I'm crazy. I don't like this. It changes texture a lot when it melts, but it doesn't taste any better. It tastes worse when it's melted. That's gonna be a no for me. That's gonna be like a -2, 0, hate it. I don't love it. Let's hope this gets better.
Next is one I'm so excited for. I've literally been waiting for a taste test so that I could try this.
Hannah and I love pickles.
If you know me, you know I love pickles. Like love, love, love pickles.
We have the dill pickle hummus.
I've seen this on Instagram and I've been so excited to try this. I looked at the ingredients. It's pretty much the same as a regular hummus, but it has pickles blended into it. Oh, that smells so good.
It smells like pickle juice.
Oh, this just makes me want to make a vegan Reuben.
Oh my God. That is so good. That is not what I expected it to taste like. I don't really know what I expected it to taste like.
Oh my God, okay. Cheers, Hannah and NISHA who aren't here.
Ten out of 10.
That is delightful. I love this. 11 out of 10.
Oh my God, so good. That is so genius. Put pickles on everything. Everything.
It smells like pickle juice. It tastes like pickle juice, but with the creaminess and the fillingness of hummus. So good. Oh my gosh. So I would have been happy even with just like a dill hummus, but this tastes like a crunchy, crispy, fresh, I don't know if pickles are fresh because of the whole nature of pickling things, but it just tastes like a crispy, amazing dill pickle.
Oh my God, I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10. That is one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. I'm actually so interested to see how people use this. I bet people get really creative with it. Honestly, I would probably just eat it with a spoon. If you've done something cool with this, let me know in the comments, because otherwise I'm just gonna eat it with a spoon all the time.
Oh, the next one's ice cream.
This is the thing I was the most excited to try. It is the oat milk ice cream. It is strawberry flavored with almond brittle and candied strawberries. And look at that beauty.
I love oat anything. I love oat milk. You guys know that. And I love strawberry ice cream. Like, this is very, very exciting.
The lady checking me out at Trader Joe's took one look at this and said, "Baby, that's good." And I don't know what it is about an older woman calling me baby or telling me something's good, but it did comfort me in a way that I've never experienced before.
Side note, the trick to all ice cream is to let it sit out on the counter for at least 10 minutes. It just makes it like ice cream shop texture and not super hard. I know it's like common sense, but nobody does that. Nobody's patient.
Cheers.
If I don't have anyone to cheers with, I'll cheers with you. Cheers.
The ice cream itself is a delight. The strawberries in it are really good, but what's throwing me off is the almonds. I was expecting like sweet almond brittle, and I feel like it's just chunks of almond, and they're kind of soggy, and they just kind of disrupt the deliciousness that's happening with the ice cream, and it is delicious.
The strawberry flavor is actually pretty subtle. I thought it was gonna be stronger. Oh my God, it's so good. So creamy, like a really, really good consistency. And fluffy. Oh my God, yum. I would definitely probably eat this whole pint in one sitting.
Okay, I grew up in Texas near NASA, and they used to have these like Neapolitan freeze-dried ice creams, and the strawberry flavor was my favorite one, and it tastes like that. It tastes like that creamy freeze-dried ice cream, but not freeze-dried. I normally don't really like nuts in my ice cream, but I think because it's an almond brittle, so it's surrounded with like a candy, it didn't sog up my nuts. So I just don't like soggy nuts. You know when you bite into a nut with an ice cream that's been in the fridge, like a frozen dessert, and the nut is just like, I've said nuts so many times, but since it's candied, it has a brittle, it stays like a good texture.
So I'm gonna have to give this a 7.5, which I'm really sad about because I love this ice cream, and honestly, I'm just gonna keep eating it and pick around the almonds, but the almonds are really throwing me off.
Actually, like normally would be annoyed with the like nuts that are in there. We've talked about it before, soggy nuts. I don't like it when the nuts are soggy, but they're not. They're like crunchy still. I don't know how they did it, but oh my God, that is just really so nice. I think this is an ice cream that would appeal to a lot of people because the strawberry flavor is not super overpowering. It is so creamy. It is a beautiful consistency. Kind of feel like this deserves a 10 because I don't know, like while I feel like I would like it to be a little more flavorful, I feel like then it might detract from how creamy and how like beautiful the texture is. So I think I'm kind of okay with like the more subtle strawberry flavor.
Damn, do I want to give this a 10? I think that was a sign I should give it a 10. It's not overly creamy. It's not overly light and icy. It is perfect. It doesn't give you a film in your mouth. Like 10. I'm a 10 giver today. You get a 10 and you get a 10.
That is not what I was expecting.
Now we have the organic watermelon jerky.
This is some dried watermelon. And the only ingredient is organic watermelon. Oh.
It smells like an old watermelon. This might be the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
It doesn't smell like food. What is this? It's a little bit crispy, but not the way a chip would be crispy. It's like crispy, and then it gets really chewy and sticky, like sticks to your teeth.
Aww. I don't know how I feel about this. It's definitely jerky-like because it's taking me a long time to chew. It's got a nice watermelon flavor. I mean, obviously it's watermelon. It's like got that nice sweet taste.
Oh. That will ruin your teeth. I feel like it takes away everything that I love about watermelon, which is like how crisp and watery and refreshing it is. I don't hate it, but I'm not gonna be traipsing around Trader Joe's and being like, ooh, get me some of that watermelon jerky. It's fine. It's very sweet and sticky.
And doesn't really taste like anything. But then at the very last minute, you get a little tiny bit of like sweet watermelon flavor. And it's not jerky-like. I feel like jerky is like chewy and yeah, it's a little bit tough. Like that's part of the jerky experience, but like this doesn't have that. This is just hard and then sticky. So I'm gonna give this honestly, you guys, not to be mean, but I'm gonna give it a 1. Like I'm not gonna buy this again. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't serve it to a friend. Not for me, not my thing.
It's just kind of hard to eat, but it is really sweet, and so I feel like it'd be a good thing to eat if you're craving like some kind of candy or something, but you don't want to eat candy and you want to eat watermelon instead. But I feel like that would be good for that. I'll give it a 6. I'm like kind of undecided about it, but like I'll probably eat this whole thing, and I would probably I might buy it again if I'm going on a road trip or something. It's not like the best thing I've ever had in my life, but it's also not the worst, if that makes sense. I still have that watermelon jerky stuck in my teeth. Maybe it's a 5.
That's definitely like a solid 7. It's better than meh, but it's not like an 8 or a 9 or a 10 where you're like, yeah, this is a superstar. Give the watermelon jerky a spin-off, its own show. No, no, I don't feel like that. So let's move on.
I'm so excited for these. I love plantain chips.
I love plantain chips.
I love plantain chips already.
And these are jerk style plantain chips, which means that they have a spice blend that has allspice, black pepper, cinnamon, coriander, nutmeg, red pepper, thyme, onion powder, garlic powder. They could be a touch saltier.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Woo. Woo. All the flavors. It's spicy. I can taste the cinnamon.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Usually when something's like jerk spiced, a lot of times when you buy it like in a store, when it's like this is jerk flavored, it's usually just charred, but this has like spices and dimension. It's actually spicy.
They're really good and they're a little bit spicy. They have a kick to them.
Woo. Nisha's probably just over there like, not even fazed by the spice.
I can already hear the girls saying it's spicy. I don't think it's that spicy. It's just the right amount of spicy.
It's spicy. And I can handle a little bit of spice, but this is like a lot of spice. Like, it's a lot. But it's like addicting in a weird way too, you know? Like, you want to keep eating it. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I think that it's a tad too spicy for me to like enjoy it. But yeah, I'm still eating it and we'll probably eat the whole bag.
10 out of 10. And it has a cute parrot on it.
I'm gonna give these a 7. They're really good. I think they should be saltier, like I said, but if I was doing like you know, like a taco night and I had guacamole, or if I was doing like a bowl that had like rice and beans and veggies and I wanted you know, something to scoop or some added crunch and texture, these would be great. But I don't know, They're not like my favorite, but they're pretty good.
Next, this is the Trader Joe's popcorn and a pickle. Boldly flavored popcorn with a bite and the tang of dill pickle. That guy looks like he can dance.
I don't think this is new, but we've been on a pickle kick in our group text. All we talk about is pickles.
Look how huge this bag is. Had my eye on this for so long.
Ugh, this is so good.
Oh, they're all like those you know like how popcorn has different shapes? They're all these beautiful, like, please tell me you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, have you guys ever wondered how store-bought popcorn gets their pops like so perfectly round and light? When I pop at home, it just does not look like this.
Do you see that? Do you see how they're all like beautiful? How did they do that?
I feel like this isn't new. I feel like I've had this before. Oh my God. My dogs are just looking at me right now. Like, are you okay, dude? Oh my God. That is a freaking 15 out of 10. That is so good.
Yummy. I'm getting a lot of dill flavor. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of caraway as well, and not a super tang. Like I was expecting a bit more. You know when you have salt and vinegar chips and they're really tangy? I was definitely expecting more tang, but I'm definitely getting like a strong dill and caraway flavor. So they're very pickly, they're just not very tangy.
All right, I'm gonna try one of these beautiful, perfectly round specimen. It smells just like the dill pickle hummus, which I loved. Trader Joe's is not coming to play. Whoa! Oh, it's delicious. You get like a popcorny aftertaste, but at first it's like pickle, you know? It's just like pickle. I like that. It tastes like something from my childhood. Do you know what it tastes like? Did you ever go to the gas station? I lived in the middle of the woods growing up, so we'd go to the gas station for fun, and we get these little salts by the cash register. My favorite one was the Twang Dill Pickle Salt, and this is what it tastes like.
Wow. 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 You can really dance. Oh my God, it's so freaking good. Go out, buy it right now. I love popcorn. I love pickle flavored things. This is a win. This is delicious.
It deserves a 10. Like, all these pieces are, the popcorn is beautiful. Like, there's not just these just crumbly little tiny peeps. They're huge, fluffy. The bite at the beginning, dill pickle salt from the gas station, which was a delicacy when I was 5 years old. And then it's just like a nice, fluffy, delicious popcorn aftertaste. 10. 10.
Popcorn, 10 out of 10. I love it. I love the texture. I love that it's like light and crispy. I love caraway seeds so much. I'm Norwegian, and so we have a couple different like Christmas recipes in particular that have caraway seeds, and I just think they're so delicious. So it's like caraway, dill, very Scandinavian flavors as much as they're also very pickle related, and I happen to love both. So just that really knocked it out of the park for me. I'm giving that a 10 out of 10. I can imagine a summer day with like a really cold sparkling water or a really nice crisp white wine and a big bowl of that popcorn. Somewhere nice to sit outside. I don't have that, but I'm imagining that. Maybe on my couch with a movie. That's in my future. I think it should be in your future as well.
All right, last but not least, Fruze balls, chocolate hazelnut, 5 vegan energy balls. What in tarnation?
We're gonna be trying these chocolate hazelnut Fruze balls. What makes something an energy ball?
It says that they're vegan, there's no sugar added, they're gluten-free, and recyclable packaging. Way to go, Trader Joe's, that's awesome.
Ooh, it smells like a Ferrero Rocher. I don't know if it'll taste like one, I'm hoping. But this is what it looks like. Little delicious ball.
Oh my God, that is so good. This is so freaking good. It tastes like a healthy Nutella bite of deliciousness. Oh my God.
I think the homemade versions have a much nicer texture. They tend to be a bit softer and more squishy, like a medjool date. But whenever I get these types of snacks in a pre-made form, like a store-bought version, they just tend to be a bit drier. I think they do more of like a nut ratio than the ones I make at home.
You know what? for what it is, an energy ball. I love coconuts, I love chocolate, I love hazelnuts, I love dates, but when they put them together, this is so stressful. I feel like someone's gonna be like, those are my favorite things, I served them at my wedding. I would give it a 6 because it's not bad, it's not like meh, it's just like, it gets the job done, you know? I'm sure. I dropped one on the floor.
It's hard for me to believe that it's just dates, nuts, cacao, and salt. Like it's sweet, it's delicious, and it tastes like a dessert. And I love that they're in these little packs because I feel like that's so nice to travel with. I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10 too. I think that's so good. I think it's so nice that they're like pre-packaged like that. So good for travel. I'll probably keep some of those in my car. Like when hunger strikes, you can tell that they're gonna be like pretty filling. Yeah, so good. Bravo, Trader Joe's.
I'm gonna give these a 6 on flavor because they're not great, but they're definitely not bad, and I don't think that I would buy them just to have around as like my favorite snack to have around the house. But if I was going on a road trip, or you know, one day in the future when we have days where we need to have snacks in our purses because we're out all day and not social distancing like we are currently doing, I would totally grab some of these and just have them on hand in my purse for quick energy because I always like to have snacks on me, and these would be really convenient for that.
All right, well, let us know if you guys have tried any of these in the description box down below and what your thoughts were. Always love hearing what you guys think about these things. I'm so excited to see what the girls rated everything and see if we felt the same way about some of these things.
Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you enjoy this new style of a taste test.
If there are other vegan options at Trader Joe's that you're like, oh my gosh, you need to try, they're so good, how did you not include them? Definitely leave that in the comments so we can run out and get them as well.
Definitely make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, share it with your friends who like to shop at Trader Joe's. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel before you leave. Don't forget to subscribe to our individual channels as well, and join our Facebook group, and we will see you next week for another episode. Bye.